Hi YouTube, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another mystery game. Today we're playing Gumshoe Detective Agency, The First Case. This game was kindly gifted to me by the developer, so we are very excited to play this game today. I believe it takes place in 1995. I still haven't played Root Trees yet, but I have heard that it is kind of a similar vibe. So if you like The Root Trees Are Dead, you're going to like this game. The Root Trees Are Dead is also in my wish list, so we will get to that eventually, I'm sure. But let's just get right into Gumshoe. Alright, so right off the bat, we're in a little desktop computer. Let's get that font size up. Because my little eyes do not be seeing that small. Let's start with the case file. Okay, Victoria Mason disappearance. March 15th, 1995. Location, Newport. Subject, Victoria Mason, age 26. Initial findings. Last seen at Mason Estate on the evening of March 15th. No signs of forced entry at Mason Estate. Brief security system malfunction. Father acting suspicious about investigation. Okay. Suggested investigation steps. Check recent news article about Victoria Mason. Review Mason Industries company history. Monitor email for updates. Use the browser to search for information. Keep track of findings in the Notes app. Store important documents in the evidence folder. Some evidence could be a red herring. Okie dokie. So, we've got 2 emails to read. Let's start with this one from the chief. Dear Detective, we hope you're enjoying your new state-of-the-art computer, courtesy of the mayor. Apparently our agency failed to solve a single case in 1994. Can we at least try to start off... Wait. Our agency failed to solve a single case in 1994. Can we at least try to start off 1995 on the right foot? Your first assignment, the Victoria Mason case. Missing heiress, wealthy family. Father seems sketchy, jittery, maybe both. Start searching for clues online. Once you've collected all the evidence, hit the new email button and send me your deduction. Okay. Yo, aren't these new computers amazing? I'm so glad the chief finally sprung for some updated equipment. We really needed it. Just a heads up, the chief asked me to look after Biscuit, Victoria Mason's dog, while the investigation's ongoing. Poor little guy hasn't stopped barking since I found him in the Mason family mansion library. I'll probably be out of the office most of the day keeping Biscuit company. Apparently he only eats this ridiculously high-end dog food that's $250 a bag. Great. I really hope I'm getting reimbursed for that. Me too. I would hate to not be reimbursed for that. They really said we can excuse me. Why can I not read? We can excuse making y'all worry about people, and we draw the line at making you worry about pets. And you know what? Were they wrong? Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so we don't have any evidence yet. I like that this looks like a corkboard. That's really cute. But we can be searching. We can be searching Ultra Vista. Victoria Mason. From the Newport Daily News. Oh, she's cute. Add to evidence. This is cool. Victoria Mason, the 26-year-old heiress to the Mason Industries fortune, vanished Wednesday afternoon after a private business meeting at her family's historic Stonehaven estate. Sources close to the family confirmed that Victoria was meeting privately with select Mason Industries staff members regarding undisclosed company matters. It is unclear who else attended the meeting, but a source speaking on condition of anonymity claims Victoria had been seen spending increasing amounts of time with a lower-level employee in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. At approximately 7:30 p.m., estate staff noted Victoria had excused herself briefly during the meeting. She never returned. A later search of the estate found no signs of forced entry or struggle. However, multiple witnesses reported strange lights near the property's wooded grounds that evening, fueling local rumors about Stonehaven's long-whispered ghost stories. In a particularly troubling detail, Victoria's beloved dog Biscuit was found alone but unharmed in the estate's library. Mason, who once described Biscuit as the love of my life, was rarely seen without him, raising serious questions about whether her disappearance was voluntary. Reginald Mason, CEO of Mason Industries and Victoria's father, has declined to comment on the ongoing investigation. The Newport Police Department, with the assistance of the Gumshoe Detective Agency, is currently leading the search. Founded by former Chief Detective Chris Karadek, Gumshoe has received strong support from city officials for its investigative work since its founding in 1994. The investigation remains active. Okay, so now I suppose we are just... Oh, we can look at related stories. Let's check this out. Ghostly past of a gilded mansion. Built in 1892. Local historians, the owner added a network of secret passages and hidden rooms to the mansion as a means to evade creditors and quietly conduct illicit business during the early 20th century. Okay. We've got gargoyle sculptures, Crystal Blackmore Manor. Okay. Curious readers can find more accounts of Stonehaven's haunted history at the independent website ghostsofnewport.net. Okay, so we will be going there for sure. I do want to check this out as well. Why is this related? Pictures? What can I click on here? Nothing? Antonio Banderas. Okay, interesting. What was it called? I have to be specific. Okay, let me go back. Victoria Mason. This one. Ghostsofnewport.net. Whoa, enter. Okay, entry requires knowledge. The Stonehaven Library keeps many secrets. What stony figure guards the entrance to the old tunnels? I literally just said gargoyles. Okay. Click banner to read eyewitness accounts. Coming soon. I don't like the colors of these fonts right now, but it is feeling very like early 2000s internet. Okay. This is probably what we need to be reading. The night Victoria Mason vanished, what really happened at Stonehaven. But we have a lot of other options here as well. But we'll start here. It's Spud here, back with more Newport news, the real news. The night Victoria Mason disappeared, neighbors reported flashing lights in the forest around the mansion. Not just a flicker, bright, rhythmic flashes in the sky. Stonehaven is an old fortress of a place, crawling with secret rooms and tunnels. And you expect me to believe the lights were just wiring issues? No way. Those lights lined up with similar reports from 1973. Same area, same sky patterns. If you know, you know. That's classic UFO activity. I've interviewed 3 neighbors who swear they saw shimmering lights in the sky above the forest that night. Could be aliens, could be government black ops. Either way, the truth is out there, and they're covering it up. It's weird that all this occurred in the same week someone from Mason Industries reached out to me for more information about the hidden tunnels in the Stonehaven Library. Coincidence? Seems unlikely. So we need to find out more about this. We put that in evidence. I'm curious if I can... Yes. Jeremy Spud Russet elected Newport Historical Society board chair in shocking upset. Okay, fancy. Okay, small town politics. In a surprise to just about everyone, 27-year-old conspiracy blogger Jeremy Spud Russet has been elected board chair of the Newport Historical Society, defeating his opposition by a landslide. Spud, known for his Ghosts of Newport online website and wild theories about aliens, ghost ships, and secret tunnels, won voters over with his passion for local history. Hi Maggie, welcome in. His time as an intern at the Newport Lighthouse, where he cataloged artifacts and gave unofficial ghost tours, became a major selling point. I may have some theories people aren't ready for, Spud said. I am appreciative of my supporters, especially my Nana, who instilled a love of history in me at a young age. Still in community college after 7 years with an undecided major, Spud's election has raised eyebrows. Some worry his conspiracies will damage the society's reputation, but others think his energy and online following might revive public interest. Spud promises more community events, ghost tours, and a long overdue dive into the society's restricted archives. Whether that's good news or not, time will tell. Might be back later. Dr. Bob and I are running errands, and I'm avoiding spoilers. No worries. No worries. Enjoy your errands. Okay, I need to look up the lighthouse. And yeah, let's look up the Newport Lighthouse. Nothing. Let's go back here, because there were other things here. Maybe, does this talk about the lighthouse at all? Newport Harbor, but not the lighthouse. Hi Angela, welcome in. How clear was it that I needed to... Okay, it was very clear that I needed to add that to evidence. So I could just probably click through these and see if there's anything interesting. I could just look up the Newport Estate, I suppose. The style of this game is really cool. I'm a fan as well. Okay, how about Newport Library? Secret Tunnel. I wonder how specific my keywords need to be. Oh my gosh. Biscuit Mason is more than just Victoria Mason's beloved Cavapoo. He's practically Newport royalty. With his soft white fur and big curious eyes, Biscuit became a local favorite long before his owner's disappearance. He's well known around town for his friendly nature, love of belly rubs, and especially his obsession with peanut butter paws treats, for which he is the official spokesdog. Peanut butter paws. The most important character, obviously. What about Reginald Mason? What's the deal with him? Longtime CEO of Mason Industries and a fixture of Newport's business community. 65th birthday. Okay. Here's some other stuff. Oh, I can join a fan club.
You've got mail.
Oh my god, that scared me. What the freak? Okay. So this is just all about Victoria. That's so interesting. Mysterious floppy disk? Wait. Hello? Oh, I can do a sliding puzzle? Okay, so we're gonna do this really quick. Oh, that needs to go up top, doesn't it? Totally does. I'm not making this easy for myself. Oh, I'm so close. Shoot. This is probably, like, not at all necessary. Oh, Victoria's middle name, Regina. That's cool. Thanks for the toot, Lynn. Welcome in. Cliff Walk morning strolls, Seafarers Cafe. Okay, let's go back and look up the Seafarers Cafe. Waterfront coffee house located steps from the harbor, known for its nautical decor, locally baked pastries, and relaxed dog-friendly atmosphere. Oh, the biscuit latte, a caramel vanilla espresso drink topped with cinnamon. That's cute. Super cutie. Okay, let's check out the email. Evidence from Stonehaven. Per the chief's request, I'm passing along what was found during the initial search, blah, 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 her locked digital diary, and an encrypted floppy disk. Discovered near a gargoyle statue. Okay. Okay, so we've got her diary. Oh, we know that this is Peanut Butter Paws. This is Regina, and she was a Pisces. I did notice that. Slay. Okay, my super secret diary. When did she go missing? She went missing in March? I think so. So back to this. Oh, I have to do this every time. Got it. M. Who is M? M thinks we should stop sneaking around. That it's time to stop hiding, but I'm not ready for what happens if Dad finds out. M's not exactly the kind of man he'd approve of, but he gives me butterflies. I always did kind of like bad boys. It still eats at me the way Dad looks at Sophia when he thinks no one's paying attention. The way she always finds a reason to linger. I haven't asked, I don't want the answer. She's basically my same age, it's gross. Whenever I see that old gargoyle in the library at home, I almost cry. It's still unsettling after all these years. M joked that it's guarding a secret. I didn't laugh. I almost told him about the tunnels. Mom showed them to me once, not long before she got sick. Dad has no idea they even exist. Some things she wanted just for me. It is tea. Yeah. Okay, so this is a day before she disappeared. Another exhausting meeting. Dad talks like I'm already part of his world, like this future was always mine too. But I feel like a stranger at that table. M said he'd meet me after. I just need a few hours to feel like myself again. Why didn't I just major in fashion merchandising like I wanted to? I hate working for my dad. Okay, March 15th. We're meeting tonight in the forest. I'm going to call it off with M. I had no idea the full extent of what he'd done, but now that I do, I can never be with him. Okay, so we need to find out who M is. Elle Woods. This is encrypted. With no hints. Okay. Okay, so I can't click on any of that for any further information. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, let's look at Mason Industries. Okay. What is this even about? Okay, advanced technology solutions. All right. Annual shareholder meeting was scheduled for a month after she disappeared. I love this. Did you know that Mason Industries' home video rental division, Flickbuster, is still our most lucrative venture to this day? Okay, so we just kind of have some fun facts with that. Company history, founded in 1985. Hi, Ray. Fenster, please. perfect lightness after I just finished a terrifying movie. What did you watch, Anne? I want to hear about it. Mickey Venuto. Is this our mysterious M? Remember that name. Remember that name. We're going to look him up. Oh, internal access. Usernames are formatted first initial, last name, like V Mason. Use a password you will remember so I don't have to keep resetting them, but also stop using your birthdays as passwords. That's way too easy to guess. You had a date? Ooh! That's so exciting. How did it go? The Poltergeist Diaries. I have not seen that. It sounds almost documentary-esque. Is that like the vibes, or am I totally off? Okay, let's look up Mickey Venuto. Okay. So I would understand why she fell for him. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm so glad to hear that. That's so fun. Yeah, girl, I could fall for that man. Okay, former Mason Industries IT specialist. Departure in March of 1995. Yeah, this is sounding right about what I'm thinking. Okay. Known for his quick wit, easy charm, and striking good looks, Venuto often found that a smile and the right words could diffuse tension, whether in the workplace or in front of a judge. Okay, modest criminal history, disorderly conduct citation in 1988, and a 1990 misdemeanor for trespassing after hours at a local marina. Both incidents resulted in small fines and were later dismissed from his record. Okay. Okay, do we have a birthday for Miss Victoria? I need to find her fan page again. How did I get to that? Okay. Does she have her birthday on here? No, but she's a Pisces, so we know like around the time of her birthday. It's like a guy films a haunting and it's over 10 episodes. Gotcha. I also like the web interface vibes. It's very cute. Mysterious floppy disk. Okay, so we can go through all the numbers and the... Okay. When's her birthday? How do I find out her birthday? Because I want to get into... Oh, I know, but I know his birthday. I know Reginald's birthday, right? So that's going to be July 31st, 1929. July 31st, 1929. Okay. So that's going to be R. Mason. Right? Right? Yes. And then birthday 7/31/29. Invalid credentials. R. Mason. Definitely didn't call my spouse to come turn on the lights. That's hilarious. First initial, last name. Use a password you will remember so I don't have to keep resetting them, but also stop using your birthdays as your password. But we don't know. We don't know how the password is formatted, so this is not really helpful for me. I would imagine that it's like 073129. But it's not. Reginald Mason. Is it like case sensitive? Do I need to do some capital letters in there for July 31st, 1929? Might be. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I'm just not like doing it proper. 7/31, 1929. Okay, maybe we'll come back to that. maybe we'll circle back. Can I look up other people here? Chief People Officer? That's interesting. She's pretty. Briefly studied communications and computer science. Okay. Let's run it back again. So maybe we can get like a little something something on everybody in the industry. But seems like nothing crazy. Often the first to organize birthday cards, potlucks, and office charity drives. Okay. Interesting. I can look up Flickbuster. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to her diary. Do we see anything about birthday in here? Doesn't seem like it. Pisces. You know, I didn't click on that other ad pop-up. I can't though. Okay, I thought just maybe there would be something there. And I guess there's nothing here that's helpful. I still haven't unlocked the floppy disk. Don't really have any idea what to do with that quite yet. Did I look at this? I can't look at that. Okay. Cliff Walk. We could look that up. Brown University. We could look that up. Okay, Cliff Walk and Brown University. Okay, I didn't think anything would be there, but thought I'd give it a shot. Nothing for that either. What about fashion merchandising? Historical Society. Let's go back to Spud. Nothing that we can add to evidence. Okay. Oh, I can move things around, I see. Interesting. That's kind of cool. I like that biscuit is a part of the evidence board. Okay, so I can't... The fact that we were able to get more information off of Sophia makes me want to look her up again. Do it for him, biscuit. Sophia Pestricilli. Pestricilli. Sophia Pestricilli. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. Okay. Sophia. I was close. Okay. Oh, she's the one that was like into Reginald. She's the one that like maybe is getting with Boss Man. Okay. Mason disc, is that what it was called? Their little version of a DVD. Yeah. Okay. They had something else going on that I want to check on. Sentinel. Oh, this is like security system. Okay. We gotta be specific, don't we? Why isn't it letting me look this up? I feel like this is something that needs to be checked into. Because there was a brief lapse in security at the Mason estate. Do I need to look up the Mason estate? Okay, I have 8 out of 14 pieces of evidence. Can I look up gumshoe? Okay, yeah. Pancakes with private detectives. That's funny. Who's the guy that's talking to me through email? Ryan Rivera. I'm grasping at straws a little bit. Just a little bit. Mickey Venturo. What's his name? Benito. Girl, why can I not remember anything that I've learned? Okay. Mickey Venuto. I was close. Does anyone have any ideas for what I should look up? Did I look up Stonehaven? I don't know if I did. I mean, I've seen this. Try the birth date again. Okay, I just couldn't... I was close. Okay. Well, now the problem is I don't remember the ones that the combinations that I've done and what I haven't. Let's try 1929, July 31st. 07/31/29. Okay, I did try those. What if it's just 7/31/29? No. Can someone tell me if it's just numbers or if July is spelled out? Because that will help me carry on. Just numbers. Okay. That is helpful. That is helpful. How about we try 1929, 07/31. What the freak? I feel like I've tried every option. Stop using your birthday as your password. I think I'd need someone to just tell me what it is. Because I think I've tried several options twice. And considering I have like the oh, okay. Never mind. Gonna be honest, I don't even know which one I just typed in. Don't even know which one that was. So I couldn't help you if I tried. Fish is now banned from being microwaved or consumed in the big break room. Hi, Dark Plant, welcome in. Yes, that sounds right. Q1 performance reviews will be soon underway. Okay. Angelica got married. New last name Hamilton. Okay. Breaks are not paid. Phantom. Anyone found associated with the so-called Phantom blog will be terminated immediately. Okay. IP addresses are easy for hackers to gain access to. Mickey is no longer working at Mason Industries, effective today. So that's 5 days before she went missing. Okay. Ew. Okay, so they started chit-chatting in January. Okay. Why are father and daughter having serious conversations over work forums? Don't lecture me about dating employees when you're doing it yourself, honestly. Yeah. Okay, White Gull Inn. We'll remember that. Messages deleted. Input admin password. I mean, is that the same? No. Okay, so that seems important. Internal memo. Kay Ellison, HR director. At least she isn't Mickey's supervisor. Right, right. Okay. So this is a draft. Has not been sent out. Okay. I'm sure I'll come back to this later, but this sounds really boring to me. Okay, IP address assignment protocol. Secure. Oh. Oh, it's like, okay, so this is like a puzzle. Angie H's IP address has no repeating digits. Okay. So it could be this one. Reginald's ends in an octet. That is a perfect square. What the freak is an octet? We'll discuss that later. The sum of the digits in the final octet, is that just like the last set of numbers? Is exactly 10. The sum of the digits. Okay, so this. Yeah, okay, never mind. And that's Sophia's. A perfect square. Ends in an octet that is a perfect square. We'll come back to that. The Mason family uses the same executive subnet, the first two octets of Reginald's and... Okay, so there's... These are... Okay, so this... That means that his is this. His is the only one that doesn't start with 204. What am I missing here? Reginald's is the perfect square. Ends in an octet that is a perfect square. Oh, 25 is a perfect square, isn't it? 25 squared is 5? Is that what we're talking about? Submit. Slay. Okay, so now what? The system is now locked. Is that what I wanted? Did I want the system to be locked? I don't know. Let's get out of here for a second and search this up. Drawing prominent local figures. Multiple attendees reported seeing Mason depart well before midnight with an unidentified blonde woman. The two were described as being in high spirits after several visits to the bar, laughing loudly and stumbling slightly as they exited through a side entrance toward the parking lot. While no official statement was issued, the sighting quickly became the subject of local gossip. And that was in December. So that makes sense. Okay, Angie Hamilton used to have a different last name. I don't know if that's important. Maybe I should go back to Mason Industries. I like that it's called the water cooler forum. I think that's funny. Input admin password. What is the admin password? And what did this do for me, I wonder? I hid all of ours behind a security system. I figured it out in like 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, there was a name that I didn't recognize. Is it this? Ellison. K. Ellison. HR director. They were not on the leadership team. Okay. That was a long shot, but I thought that I would check into that. What to do. The floppy disk is still locked. Feel free to give me some suggestions for what I need to do next. Oh yeah, Phantom blog. In my brain, that was the same as the Spud blog, so I'm glad that you said that. Okay, access restricted. The yellow shape, oh boy. The yellow shape is pressed first. Triangle is pressed immediately after the pentagon. The red shape is pressed before the green one. The circle is not pressed first or last. No shapes are gray. Okay. I may need to write this down. I think this is the time that we need to bring out the handy dandy notebook, because woof. Woof. All right. So, we have square. We have pentagon. Circle, diamond, triangle, and hexagon. And then we have red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple. I'm assuming that it's in order from 1 to 6. I don't think anything is going to be pressed multiple times, from what I can tell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The yellow shape is pressed first. The triangle is pressed immediately after the pentagon. The red shape is pressed before the green one. The circle is not pressed first or last. So, could be anything between the second and fourth place. The diamond is purple and pressed last. Okay, excellent. Purple. Diamond. That's helpful. Hexagon is pressed immediately after the square. The blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle. The blue shape is the pentagon. No. Pentagon comes before the triangle. Then after the triangle is the blue shape. Circle is pressed before the square. So circle has to be either third or fourth in the sequence. Exactly one shape sits between the circle and the hexagon. We still don't know where the hexagon is. A shape with 4 sides is pressed fourth. Which means that it has to be the square because we know that the diamond is 6th. It is last. So square is 4th. We know something else about the square. The hexagon is pressed immediately after the square. So we'll get that in there. The hexagon is the one with 6 sides. Okay, exactly one shape sits between the circle and the hexagon. The circle is pressed before the square. So circle is going to be third, which means we have remaining the pentagon and the triangle. The pentagon is first. Which makes sense because the second shape pressed has 3 sides, and that's the triangle. So far we have yellow pentagon. Then we have triangle. The blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle, so the circle is blue. Okay, let's run it back. The yellow pentagon is pressed first. The triangle is pressed immediately after the pentagon, which means it's second. The red shape is pressed before the green one. We don't know what the green one is. The circle is not pressed. Yeah, we know that. We know about the purple diamond. Hexagon is pressed immediately after the square. That's true. Blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle. That's a blue circle. Circle is pressed before the square. Got that. Exactly one shape sits between the circle and the hexagon. We have that. Okay. They're not telling me much about colors here. They're not telling me much about colors. But from what I can tell, because we know the 2 colors on either side of the triangle, we know that the triangle cannot be red or green because the red shape is pressed before the green. So I believe that the square is red and the hexagon is green, which leaves the triangle to be orange. So that leaves us with yellow pentagon, orange triangle, blue circle, red square, green hexagon, purple diamond. Okay. Got to get all of them figured out. Purple, orange, green. So it's going to be yellow pentagon, orange triangle, blue circle, red square, green hexagon, purple diamond. Access denied. What do I have wrong? That is the pentagon. The yellow shape is pressed first. Orange triangle, blue circle, red square. Why is that? Why is that wrong? Why is that wrong? Dang it, I was very confident in that. How did I figure out that the pentagon was yellow? Because the second shape pressed has 3 sides. That's clearly the triangle. And the triangle is pressed immediately after the pentagon. What else do we know about the triangle? The blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle. The circle is not pressed first or last. Exactly 1 shape sits between the circle and the hexagon. The circle is pressed before the square. A shape with 4 sides is pressed fourth. I'm really confused. I'm really confused about how I have this incorrect. It must be something about the colors. The red shape is pressed before the green one, but it doesn't say immediately before. So is that the issue? Could the triangle perhaps be red? Where do we find any information about the red? The red shape is pressed before the green one. We don't see anything about orange, so maybe we switch these. I don't know how I feel about that, really. No. Okay, I'm gonna put these back. Ran into an issue with the red and the green. Yeah, I think because it's not saying it's pressed immediately before the green, all I know is that it's prior to the green, and my green one is in the 5th position. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, yellow shape is pressed first. I think that the... Man, this is tough. Where do I see anything about the blue? The blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle, so that doesn't change anything, I don't think. The circle is pressed before the square. Exactly 1 shape sits between the circle and the hexagon. A shape with 4 sides is pressed fourth. The hexagon is pressed immediately after the square. The red shape is pressed before the green one. I literally cannot think of any other solution. I'm ultra confident in the yellow pentagon being first and the purple diamond being last. I'm ultra confident in the square being number 4. I'm not confident about the color of it. I'm confident about the green hexagon being number 5. Blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle. Is it possible that... Well, no, it's not possible for the... This is dumb. This is dumb. What do you mean I have the wrong answer? The circle is pressed before the square. It comes immediately after the triangle because it's blue. Exactly one shape sits between the circle and the hexagon, and that's the square. So it has to be the colors that are wrong. But... Could the circle... No, the circle can't be second because the second shape pressed has... I switched the square and the triangle. So the square was orange and the triangle was red. And I don't remember why I did that. I think because I don't have any information about orange, and so it's the only one that I couldn't like confirm to be right. The red shape is pressed before the green one, but it's not necessarily right before the green one. It's not immediately before the green. Blue shape is pressed immediately after the triangle, so the blue shape has to be in the third position. Could the hexagon be orange? If the hexagon is orange, there are 3 wrong colors. Great. If the hexagon is orange, could the square be green? What if the square is green, the triangle is red? So then that would make it yellow, red, blue, green, orange, purple. Girl, I have no idea how you got that. I have no idea, but thank you. Hi, seller. Dang, that was tough. Okay, Legacy of Lies. Victoria was always meant to carry that legacy, the perfect daughter, the second generation, the name on every project. But she also seemed trapped. It was mine. The vision, the structure, the code, all of it. I built Sentinel from scratch while the rest of Mason Industries was busy naming conference rooms after Greek gods. Good day for coziness, yes. That was a legit resolving, and I commend you for that. That was amazing. Then came the rewrite, the credits, the rebranding. Suddenly it was Reginald and Victoria's genius, a legacy project, a father-daughter success story. I was asked to step back for optics. I did. I waited, but nothing changed. They published without me. They called it innovation, left my name out of the press packet. This has to be Mickey, right? Let's see what happens when he realizes not everything is under his control. Okay, Used to think ambition meant rising above, playing the game, following the script, but lately I've started wondering if silence makes you complicit. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello? Hello? 204-55-9946. I mean... Oh, that's this. That's her. Oh, so she was writing the thing. That's interesting. How do I write that in evidence? Interesting. Check evidence. Oh! Okay. So it's already there. McFired. Sleeping together. Making Victoria were dating. Okay. I still haven't gotten into the floppy disk. It's encrypted. I don't know how to get in. Do I have the ability to do that right now, or have I still not seen what I need to see? I only have 2 more pieces of evidence left. Okay, I have what I need. Apparently. I don't think... How many letters do we have? 7 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Biscuit is 7 letters. It's not biscuit. It's not biscuit. I don't know. Where would I go to find the encrypted thing? It was the Phantom blog, wasn't it? Is Phantom 7 letters? Am I totally off? We'll find out. Ooh. Reginald and Victoria sure do love their spotlight, standing there smiling like they pulled off some miracle, telling everyone Sentinel was their invention. Father-daughter geniuses, the perfect story for the press. What a joke. The truth? It was mine. My idea, my late nights, my work. Without me, there wouldn't even be a prototype, and yet somehow I've been erased like I never existed. All I ever wanted is for someone to say it out loud, that Sentinel came from me. But he'd rather bury the truth than play the proud father, grooming Victoria to be the prodigy he always wanted. I told him not to go to the cops. He knows what I have on him. Things he wouldn't want out there. Secrets only someone close could know. That's the fun part. He doesn't know which truth I'll spill first. He can keep pretending he's in control, but we both know who's really pulling the strings. To Reginald Mason, you've stolen enough from me. Sentinel was mine and you know it. You paraded Victoria around, claimed it as your family's legacy, and shut me out. That ends now. Victoria's with me. She's alive. She's safe for the moment. If you go to the police, you'll never see her again. Don't test me. Here are my terms. Admit publicly that I invented Sentinel. Pay me $1.5 million, the exact amount you've pocketed since its launch. No excuses, no negotiations. Do what I ask and she goes home unharmed. Fail me and you lose everything. Your daughter, your reputation, your empire. You built your fortune on lies. Now you'll pay the price. The Phantom. Admin password. Note to self, if you forget the admin password, it can be found on the Mason Industries website. Go to each website page listed below and count the letters from the start of a text box, omitting any page or section titles. Okay, company history. Leadership team. Flickbuster video rentals. $38. Well, that's a jump. And values. 5. Plus the number of times Flickbuster is mentioned. On the website. That's crazy. Okay, that is a wild password clue. All right. Here we go. Okay, company history. 1. Wait, you know what? Count the letters from the start of a text box. Okay, letters, not words. Letters, not words. 1. F. Leadership team. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A. Video rentals. 38. Okay, I'm pointing at my monitor instead of using the cursor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay. Oh, I bet it'll spell fake. It keeps pausing the stream? No! Hate to hear it. Yeah, it does spell fake. Fake plus the number of times Flickbuster is mentioned on the website. Does that include Flicky being here? Okay, let's start here. Blah, blah, blah. No Flickbuster. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing there either. 1. 2. Does that include the employee portal? If Flicky counts, then that's 3. If I need to go through... No. If I need to go through all of these... Sometimes I gotta squint to see if Lucy's thinking or if Twitch paused again. Sometimes I really be thinking. Do you see it multiple times on a page? So far, I did not think so. That's 1. If we're including this, then that's 2. I do play thinking games generally. That is true. It's not on this page. I don't think it's on this page. 2, 3. 4, 5. Got it. I'm stuck on Sophia's old laptop while mine's in for repairs. The spacebar sticks and half the keys squeak. Okay. Palmer. Palmer was her last name prior. Okay. Her attitude is weird. Her attitude is weird. A little bit, I have to admit. Okay, so Mickey found out about him and Sophia. Clock's ticking, today's your deadline, and then he got fired. Okay, let's look up Angie Palmer right quick. Nothing. How about Angelica Palmer?
You've got mail.
Fuck. That scares me so much every time. Why do they have to do that? Sorry for cursing. Add to evidence. Okay. Security framework called Watchdog. Also, she founded the Maroon Geese Football Club. I support that. Admissions, academics, donations. Interesting. I don't remember being spooked by that when it was an actual thing. I agree. Fingerprint results from the library. Biscuit says hi. He's being a very good boy, but he seems to miss Victoria. Oh, we're in like a totally different day now. That's funny. Okay, correctly match fingerprint designs to upload. Oh, okay. Literally just a matching game, except I'm blind, so that's gonna be tough. Oh, that's biscuits. Okay. Match the fingerprint to the correct suspect. Found on door handle into library, on couch, on desk, on several walls. Found on door handle to library. Gargoyle statue. Found on door handle into library. Okay. Found on floor and couch. Detective notes that paw print is adorable and was added to the system solely due to its overwhelming cuteness. Okay. Right, and exactly. It's not like it was always on like that. Okay, so the gargoyle statue, I feel, might have been Sophia, because she had the floppy disk, and that was found near the gargoyle statue, yes? Was that wrong? Okay. Angie? So this is simply trial and error. Interesting.
You've got mail.
We have everything we need. Time to name the suspect. Who kidnapped Victoria Mason? Well, it seems like it was Sophia. But Angie's fingerprints were found on the gargoyle. So am I being tricked? It seems like they were in it together, actually. Was there some confusion with the computer? Angie was using Sophia's computer for a sec. Oh! Oh! Okay. And she does have the admin password. I am feeling strong suspicions about Miss Angelica. Yeah, really? I didn't even think about that, but you are right. I'm feeling Angie. I'm feeling Angie Hamilton. Library tunnels. Motive to be recognized as true inventor. They demanded 1.5 mil and public credits. Your deduction is correct. Ooh. Case closed, baby. Angie Hamilton, formerly Angelica Palmer, was the true creator of Sentinel and the Phantom blog author behind Victoria Mason's disappearance. Erased from Mason Industries history, Angie kidnapped Victoria during the Stonehaven offsite meeting, disabling the security system to create a distraction and hiding her in the tunnels behind the gargoyle statue. Her demands, public recognition, and $1.5 million, the full amount Reginald profited from her work. She warned that if he went to the police, she would hurt Victoria and leak damning secrets. 1. His affair with Sophia and the nepotism behind her promotion. 2. The truth about the theft of Sentinel, Her fingerprint on the gargoyle statue, the phantom blog, and her use of Sophia's laptop to cover her tracks sealed the case. Victoria was found alive and reunited with Biscuit. Angie confessed. Reginald was forced to acknowledge her as Sentinel's true inventor, though her legacy remains complicated. Yay! Presented by Birdie Interactive. Thank you, Birdie, for gifting us this game. How fun. I loved it. This was great. I'm excited to see more games from you, Birdie. What great puzzles. Aw, special thanks to Ryan for supporting me endlessly and being the love of my life. That's adorable. Pedro for agreeing to play the role of Biscuit and being the tiny love of my life. Love it. Research and inspiration, the Nancy Drew PC games, of course. The Root Trees Are Dead. And 90s internet design. Playtester detectives. The first case is closed, but the Gumshoe Detective Agency will return. Yay! YouTube, that's all for now. Thanks so much for being here. If you want to catch me live sometime, you can find me on Twitch. There's a link in the video description that you can click on. Come over here, follow me on this channel, get notifications about when I go live. Or you can continue to watch my VODs here on YouTube by subscribing to this channel. And either way, no matter what you decide, I love you so much and I will see you next time. Bye!